Cranky Nicole here. How's it going? Happy day. Well, I'm definitely less happy because I woke up with severe sniffles and this shift is Also, I went for a run last night to express some anger and ended up screaming bloody murder at the top of my lungs. Anywho, let's start off with some sage burning. Come on. It's very windy here, so there we go. Also, Alka-Seltzer. I'm going to start off with a passage from my Tao of Pooh book, which I love because Pooh is just the shit. Get it? At its highest levels, Wu-Wei is indefinable and practically invisible because it has become a reflex action. In the words of Chao Sei, the mind of Wu-Wei flows like water, reflects like a mirror, and responds like an echo. Just like Pooh. Amen, I say, just like Pooh. What? Said Pooh, walking up suddenly and falling out of the chair. What's like who? The flower, like the water, reflects like a mirror and responds like an echo? Oh, a riddle, said Pooh. How many guesses do I get? Oh, I don't know. Let's just see what happens. What could it be? He mumbled. Flows like water? Using Wu-Wei, you go by circumstances and listen to your own intuition. This isn't the best time to do this. I'd better go that way. Like that. When you do that sort of thing, people may say you have a sixth sense or something. All it really is, though, is being sensitive to circumstances. That's just natural. It's only strange when you don't listen. One of the most convenient things about this sensitivity to circumstances is that you don't have to make so many difficult decisions. Instead, you can let them make themselves. For example, in the house at Pooh Corner, Pooh was wandering around one day trying to decide whom he wanted to visit. He could go see Eeyore, whom he hadn't seen yesterday, or Owl, who he hadn't seen since the day before yesterday, or Kanga, Roo, and Tigger, all who he hadn't seen for quite a while. How did he decide? He sat down on a rock in the middle of the stream and sang a song. When he got up and wandered around, thinking about visiting Rabbit, until he found himself at his own front door. Then he went inside, got something to eat, then went out to see Piglet. That's how it is when you use Pooh-Wei, or Wu-Wei. Nothing to it, no stress, no mess. I want to talk about entitlement. In this world, we are taught that we are owed to have things a certain way. Life is supposed to be this way, and we all must follow the pattern, and we all must force ourselves to become what is the standard, the golden standard. But the thing about everybody in life is that everybody is different, and everybody has a different path. And when you believe that you are entitled to a certain thing, and you force it, the universe will take it further and further away from you, and and there will be more lessons put in your path to show you what really is your way. So the thing is, when you believe that you are getting a raw deal because of some extenuating circumstance or not, do you stop and think that maybe the universe is trying to tell you something? That maybe that what you are doing at that current moment is not the path or not the way that you are supposed to be? That you should be doing something completely different, and that you are suppressing something much more amazing and passionate in your life. things are not always going to turn out exactly the way that you want them to. Things are going to sometimes be terrible, sometimes they're going to be wonderful. But if you quiet your needs and wants and desires for just a moment and you think about, why is this happening the way it is? What do I need to know? What do I need to learn? What am I doing that is preventing me from happiness? Then that is where the real gold nuggets come in. That is the Wu Wei. You just let it happen. We stress and we strive so hard to have things a certain way, and they are just going to be the way that they are. And learning to accept that is really the greatest entitlement of them all, because we do not deserve everything that we want or ask for. What we deserve is how we appreciate what we have and get. It's been weighing on me for a little bit. Sorry, so serious today. The laughter just isn't in me. Too much cold medication. And I really should just go get acupuncture and deal with it that way, but I'm a little low on funds right now, so. And AppleCare doesn't quite cover acupuncture like it should. Although I could go to the Seom clinic and whatnot, because they have discounted and free pricing if you are, you know, under special circumstances. So I definitely recommend checking them out. They're off Ravenna, down by Green Lake. I'm actually hoping to go to school there in the fall. This week is hopefully my interview. Cross my fingers. I think I'll do well. I think I've got the energy work gone down pretty well. I know I'm supposed to pull a love card, but I thought I'd mix it up a little bit because these cards were calling out to me today. No. We'll end with the love card. Alright. Okay. We have the Princess of Cups in reverse. Four of Cups upright. Queen of Wands in reverse. And the Empress in reverse. So, we've got a lot of emotional, angry woman cards. And I say that with the cheekiest of cheekiness. Oh, and we have the Five of Swords as the punctuation. So there will be some argumentation, which is good. I think arguing is not necessarily a bad thing. You know, expressing your point. I don't always express my point, but it tends to give me severe anxiety that I have to sit with for a while, and then because I completely lose any train of thought because my whole animal brain takes over and just makes me want to punch something. So I have to like take time and work through my anger first to come to the conclusions of what I'm really angry about, instead of getting angry over stuff that is not, that is just cluttering the way. I mean, have you ever picked a fight about something that wasn't really about that, and then it led to other things? That's how it is for me a lot of times, because I tend to sit on my anger for a while. I let it build, and I'm trying not to let it build, because I know it's not healthy, and it's important to express and vent your displeasure on a regular basis so that people can understand what's going on. And maybe I haven't been so transparent, but it's hard to be transparent when you're sensitive and you feel like somebody is reaching into your heart and ripping it out of your chest when they ask you what's wrong, or when they start assuming what's wrong, or that you're upset. Sometimes you just aren't ready to talk about it, and that's okay too. So the Princess of Cups is talking about, it's usually the Page of Cups, and in reverse it's emotional upsetness, longing, sadness, uh, unrequited feelings. Um, but normally I like to talk about it. It encourages to focus on childlike happiness and behaviors. Don't let the complications of what you want or what could be, but what you don't have, come in. And allow yourself to feel those feelings, but then you let them go. You say lots of things. You say how you feel, and you just let it drift off into the universe, and then you don't dwell. Although with the Four of Cups here, there may be some dwelling, but it's also stability, and there's that Ace of Cups in the background. So it's being fortunate for what you have. It's being fortunate for what is there, what love you do have. And then we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. And she can be a little bit of a hellcat. I am a Queen of Wands. When I get angry, I turn upside down, and I definitely make a lot of racket and a lot of noise about why I'm displeased. Um, she's, a very vivacious, people-oriented person. Queen of Wands people are wonderful. It's an energy that's all about, good times and happiness, but also a balance too, because she has a logical side to her where she can see through a lot of nonsense, unlike sometimes Cups Queens or uh, Swords Queens. Swords Queens are pretty to the point too, but they rely more on information that they've gathered. But sometimes it's just, you gotta see through the nonsense and see. And sometimes the Queen of Wands can be a little bit over the top when she's in reverse, like running down the street screaming. Little wild. We have the Empress in reverse, which reminds you to focus on the feminine nature, the feminine aspect. Don't let someone else's needs, wants, desires be put upon you. They are not entitled. Their entitlement is not to be put upon you. What they feel or need or think or want is not your responsibility. The Empress is all about starting things, but the thing is, it has to be from your own wants, your own needs, your own desires. Don't let somebody put upon you what they need you to do for them, because that's not what you need to do. You need to do what's right for you. So there will be some battling, there will be some exchange of words, and you have to focus on and remember what you need, what your point is, and don't allow someone to push or manipulate you because you are afraid of displeasing them or losing your cups, or that you're already emotional and you already have this want that you need that's not being fulfilled, and you feel that if you don't agree to something that somebody puts out for you, that's all you're going to get, and you just pick up the table scraps. Screw those table scraps. You deserve a turkey dinner. Stuffing, sides, everything. Don't settle for anything less than what you believe that you deserve. And be patient. Be patient. You may not get all of it, but push at least for what you know that you deserve unselfishly. Don't think of it as an entitlement, but think of it as a requirement for what you need in your own existence. I feel like, and I hate to say this because I don't want to sound, and I don't want to come off as somebody who buys into this typical sexist norm, but there is a lot of entitlement that comes along with being of the male gender, and it has been something that has been fought against for years, because because of their aggressiveness, I believe, that they get what they want more often than not, because most people just don't have the energy to fight against it. And fighting against it usually brings about war. And women are not equipped to be warriors for the most part, because we want peace. We know that peace is a stronger action than war, but war is more readily available, easier to start, and um, gets the job done. That's why it's there. It's done quicker, I should say. Not it doesn't get what's actually needed. Um, Peace brings about peace. War just brings about more war and tears apart more countries and more people and more families. And it is the ultimate destruction, the ultimate tower card. But it's easier. It's easier than actually sitting down and then talking about feelings or things like that. So hold your strength, and focus on what you need. Focus on being the all giving eternal life of motherhood. Do not give in to demands because somebody is threatening to take things or not give you things that you know you are deserving of. Not entitled, deserving. So I'm gonna read the love cards right now. Um, Surrender all that no longer serves you. Let all that remains buried in your heart come to the surface and be healed. Let there be space for new energies to enter. A new beginning transforms darkness to light. So let go of being put upon. Let go of somebody who has held you down in the past. Know that there is strength in peace. There's strength in walking away. You don't have to constantly engage with somebody because they're engaging with you. It's okay to just say, you know what, I don't really feel like talking to you right now, or I don't really need to talk to you right now. This is not what is needing. I don't have to solve your problems. You solve your own problems. Because that's not my job. My job is to solve my problems. My job is to make my life better, not your life better. Because what am I getting when your life is better? You're leaving me alone, yes, but you're leaving me with all the damages. You're leaving me a war-torn country that I have to rebuild. And you've wasted all your energy and money and resources on this. And what have you gotten? The glory. The glory of transformation. It's bullshit. Sorry, high vibrations, but don't let somebody bully you into starting something. If you don't want to engage, walk away, hang up, ignore, delete text messages. Do not engage. Do not allow somebody to control you with their immediate need to have something done. Surrender what no longer serves you. Bring out what needs to be said and then walk away. Stop something at even if you need to tell somebody that they're full of shit and that you don't want to deal with that, that's okay. It's okay. I think it's okay, honestly. I wish I could tell more people that they're full of shit, but sometimes when I do that, people react not very well. So I try to, save it for people that really deserve it, and somebody who I would trust that would not try to do that to me, and whom I actually kind of care about, because I wouldn't want to change somebody who I didn't care about for the better. Alright, so life is constantly changing, yet at its core it remains the same. Love does not change, it only grows stronger. Change is simply love unfolding. It's a never-ending story. So, you may be going through a shift yourself. You may be experiencing different things in your life, and the one rock that you can hold to is the love for yourself, and know that what you're going through is going to bring about new and better things in your life. And if you've been trying to hold on to the status quo, it's time to let go and just no muss, no fuss, the Wu way, Your sixth sense will tell you where to go. Your spirit knows what it needs, but we tell ourselves what we think we need, and we try and pursue that, and then everything gets mixed up and clouded in judgment. And with that, I will leave you, and I hope you have a great day, and don't be provoked into something that isn't your job to do or fix or make better. Focus on making yourself better first.